down here a few years ago with Arkansas Little Rock, and Coach couldn't have been more classy. He's somebody that I have a lot of respect for, followed his teams for a long time. So you guys have one of the best coaches in college basketball. He's built the program the right way, and they're really good this year. And I thought our young team battled and fought and scrapped, and gets down to these one-possession games. You got to go make a play. So I have a lot of respect. I want to congratulate DePaul on a good win. Any questions?
Coach, with Morrow, I guess with those free throws, what would you tell him afterward when you guys went to overtime?
Just keep your head, and there's no one I'd rather have on the free throw line than Morrow. He puts in a lot of time. He's one of the best shooters I've ever coached, but this is college basketball. There's never been a guy that played this game and shot 100% from the line. Even the best shooters miss from time to time, so we're a no-excuse culture. That wasn't the reason we came up a little bit short. We've got to have a defense that's good enough to get a stop, to earn the right to win games like this, but give DePaul a lot of credit.
Kind of speaking towards that, I know against Creighton, you guys kind of gave up some three-point shots. How big were those threes that y'all gave up, just to obviously tie it there and then in overtime as well?
Yeah, it sucks, Carlos, when they shoot it and 3 points goes on the scoreboard. So we don't like that. Any other questions?
Coach, this time of year, it's still early in the season, but this was punch for punch, crazy crowd here. Just how great of a college basketball game was this?
Yeah, I thought so. Exactly. First of all, I love this city. Spent a lot of time in Chicago. I'm a Cubs guy. Does that put me in trouble here? So we go down to Wrigley once a summer and just really enjoy the people here. I have some close friends that are from this area. Certainly with TJ Shannon being on our team, he's from Chicago, and for him to play so courageous and great tonight, it's almost kind of like a storybook story for us without the ending. But I love this city, and again, a lot of respect for this program. Brought our Little Rock team down here last couple years ago, and Coach grabbed me after the game and said some things that I'll always remember till the day I'm not here anymore. And so just want to try to return that class tonight and make sure that I'm being very clear here. I have a lot of respect for DePaul, and congratulate them on a tough, hard-fought BCS overtime win today.
Coach, it seemed like your team really got it going.
It's crowded in here. Obviously, a phenomenal effort by our guys, both physically. Normally, defensively, when we play well, we have some lapses, and I don't know. We had a possession maybe or a slip up, but we never had consecutive lapses defensively, and we hung with them. And since the first few games when I was here, and we played Coach Beard when he was at Little Rock, I've got the utmost respect for him as a coach, as a leader, and defensive-minded guy. And I knew we'd have our work cut out for us. I was worried for 2 days about our offensive execution, and it wasn't great, but we had toughness. We had toughness, and that's what every good team really, really needs. There's something about this group, these guys. Jalen playing the man today. He's been through a hell of a lot. Jalen Butts, just growing and figuring it all out, and knowing that, what he does for us, because sometimes they don't talk about it as much, is monumental for every good team to have. And so, I couldn't be prouder of these guys for the effort, and most importantly, our fans are phenomenal. And I've known Bill Raftery for a long time, and we talked about unbelievable how loud and how boisterous our crowd was, and they wouldn't let us lose. And so, overall, just happy to be one win, more and get on to the next. But we're going to enjoy it because we need to. It's been a long road to get to this point. We're going to just understand we're at the starting gate, and we've got a lot more basketball to play.
Coach, you mentioned the crowd. Can you just talk about, obviously, the largest crowd of the season tonight? Can you just talk about the role that they played in and how they?
Yeah, what I felt is that, as I said, we sometimes you don't get cheers for defending, but I thought they appreciated the fact that we were defending, and they were loud as a result, and they stayed with us through the highs and lows, what we were trying to do offensively. And it was very timely. When we got down with a couple 3 minutes or so to go, that's when they got more up, and it really allowed us to feel the energy. And the big shot that Jay made to put in overtime, the building erupted. But before that, you could feel it. When it was releasing out of his hand, I think everybody in the building felt like it was going in. And that's the kind of support that our team gave the fans, and our fans gave the team. And that's That's what we've been asking for. That's what Wintrust is all about. That's why we're here. That's why we moved back downtown, so we can have nights like this.
Dave, what do you think was the biggest key in the final 60 seconds of that overtime?
Toughness, toughness, physical and mental toughness. Bend but don't break, particularly defensively. And what I was trying to implore our guys offensively is just as long as we stay calm and poised and play with confidence, we'll be all right. And I thought, we sometimes did it, sometimes didn't do it by taking shots that weren't there, but we were resilient, and that's about a mental state of mind. And I thought our mental state of mind was phenomenal.
You mentioned before about the process and wanting to be patient to let things play out. How big was it to take that next step? Obviously, there's more steps to take, but for tonight to beat a team like Texas Tech, who was in the NCAA Final Four last year.
Yeah, steps are, and again, my wife will kill me for this, but I said it the other day where, I'm not ready to judge the food we're eating while we're on a journey to get to the restaurant, and so, I'll look at that in its entirety when it's time to. Right now, we went from 8 wins to 9 wins. We played a really high-quality team. Obviously, they've got national championship level experience. We got a tremendous coach, and so it was going to be a tough task to come in here and win, and we did that. And so we'll grow from that. But it doesn't mean anything more. We got to play Sunday, and if we're not successful Sunday, what does today mean? And so that's where I have to think. That's the message I got to give to these guys, and that's how we all have to understand it.
For